Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the 2.3 to 2.4 quiz review. Number 1 wants me to find the parallel and perpendicular slopes for the following equation. Remember, parallel is the same slope, and perpendicular is the opposite sign reciprocal. So, for my parallel slope, it's going to be exactly the same as it's given to me. This is 3/7. For my perpendicular slope, the reciprocal means I flip the fraction and I change the sign. So this one is -7/3. Okay. Number 2 wants me to write the equation in standard form. I'm going to start off by adding 1/2 x to both sides because I want, in standard form, I have ax plus by equals c. I want all of my terms in, all of my variables on one side and my constant on the other. So I have 1/2 x plus 6y equals 3. Then I want to go ahead and a can't be negative and it can't have fractions. So I want to go ahead, and in order to get rid of my fraction, I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So I'm going to take that 2 and multiply by 1/2 to get 1x. 2 times 6y gets me 12y, and 2 times 3 gets me 6. So I want to fill in my blanks here. I have 1x, 12y equals 6. Number 3 wants me to find the x and y intercept and then graph the function. So I am going to, for my x-intercept, I plug in the opposite letter as 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y. I have 4x minus 12 times 0 equals 36. Then 12 times 0 is 0. I don't have to worry about writing the 0. So I have 4x equals 36. I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 4. I get x equals 9. So, because I plugged in 0 for y, 0 is going to be my y part of the coordinate, and my 9 is what I got for x. And I want to go ahead and do the same thing for my y-intercept. I'm going to plug in 0 for my x. 4 times 0 is 0, minus 12y equals 36. Then I have negative 12y equals 36. I want to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 12. I end up with y equals -3. So I plugged in 0, I got out -3. Then I want to go ahead and graph this. So I'm going to plot my points. I have 9, 0. Then my y-intercept is 0, -3. I want to connect my points. On the actual quiz, you will get an additional point for graphing this on your paper. So number 4 wants me to find the equation of the line that is perpendicular and then parallel to this line. So A is perpendicular. It's perpendicular, so I want to do my opposite reciprocal, which is, I want to turn this into a fraction, and I flip it, which gives me 1/2. Opposite sign, so negative turns to positive. Then I labeled these points x1, y1. We're going to use point slope theorem to plug in, and then we're going to solve for slope intercept. So I have y minus, my y1 is 5, then 1/2 times x minus -2. I have a double negative, so I want to take care of that. I'm going to turn that into +2. Then I want to go ahead and distribute that 1/2. 1/2 times x is 1/2 x. 1/2 times 2 is 1. And I want to go ahead and add 5 to both sides. I end up with y equals 1/2 x plus 6. On B, it is a parallel line, so I want to use my same slope. Then I'm using the same points, so I'm going to plug in. I have y minus 5 equals -2 times x minus -2. That is going to turn into x plus 2. And I want to go ahead and distribute that negative 2. So I have negative 2 times x, which is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Then I want to go ahead and add 5 to both sides. I get y equals negative 2x plus 1. That is my final answer here. My last equation wants me to solve a graph. So I want to get my y all alone. I'm going to start off by adding 7 to both sides. I get 5y equals 10. Then I want to go ahead and divide both sides by 5. I get y equals 2. So, remember, y equations go through the y-axis. And it is going to look like this.